Hello everybody, welcome Tama and Kotiro, boys and girls. Lovely to have you with me here today. Hope you're doing really well. Now today I've got a cool little story for you about two creatures who live by the sea and they like to swim in the beautiful ocean, and they find each other and decide to become friends, which is pretty cool. They're going to be brave and go on a big adventure as well, and I bet you guys like to do adventures. But before we get into our story, I thought since we're doing a story about the sea, we can do some learning about our beautiful ocean, our beautiful moana as well. So these are some beautiful creatures that we're going to learn about first, and they come from this book. And this book is called Incredible Earths, Incredible Oceans, and it's written by Jess French and illustrated by Claire McFlacktrick. Okay, so what we're going to learn about today, guys, are one of my favourite mammals, and they're called dolphins. Aren't they beautiful, these dolphins? Now, dolphins are mammals, they're not fish, because they've got warm blood in their bodies. And they're really beautiful creatures. And they don't like to be in swimming pools, but they love to be free, swim free in the ocean, where they can swim in the sea and in the ocean. And then they're very kind to each other, dolphins. Did you know that? They all swim together, and if one of the dolphins isn't feeling very well, they'll all kind of stay together and they'll stay with that one dolphin who's not well. They won't leave them by themselves. Those dolphins look after each other. They're very kind. And because they like to do lots of things together, dolphins, because they're very social creatures, they have lots of friends, they like to hunt together as well. Now, all creatures, in order to eat, we've got to eat to be able to survive, don't we? And all the creatures in the sea too have to be able to eat to survive. And what dolphins eat is lots of things, but they eat fish as well. So we're going to see how some dolphins go hunting, how they catch their fish. So this is one way they do it, guys. Okay, we're ready. This is called dolphins' mud rings. Can you see that? They make a big mud rings. Dolphins are famous for their clever hunting tactics, and often they work together to catch fish. One way they do this is by creating mud rings to trap their prey. Can you see that? So they all work together. They do great teamwork working together. So what they do as the dolphins' muddied waters, the dolphins beat their tails to bring up mud from the sea floor. So that means the dolphins are such good swimmers, and they've got very, very strong tails, and that helps them to swim really fast. And it also helps them when they need to hunt. They go down into the ocean floor, where it's very sandy in the ocean floor. So they go down deep in the floor, and then they flick up the sand with their tails, flick it all up, and then they swim around and around in a big circle, creating a bit of mayhem. And inside of that circle is a shoal of fish. Now, a shoal of fish which is a bunch of fish together. And then they make the water, when they swirl up the muddy waters with their tails, what do you think perhaps it happens to the sea around them? It perhaps gets a bit kind of murky and a bit kind of muddy, wouldn't it? And I don't know how the fish inside would be feeling, because they can't, suddenly it's all a bit crazy and murky, and they just can't see very well, and they don't know what's happening. So then what happens is the fish swim to the top of the sea, and they have a look to see what's going on, and when they jump up out of the sea, the dolphins open up their mouths and eat the fish. So that's called a dolphin's mud ring. Can you say that? A dolphin's mud ring. That's what they do. It's one of the ways they do to hunt fish. That's pretty clever, isn't it? Good working together. Okay, guys. So now our story for today is about a baby bear, and it's by Ella Patterson. You can see baby bear's friend there, the seal. And it's a snow pup, just a little baby seal. Okay, you ready to listen? Whakarongo mai. So open up your taringa, open up your ears. We'll do our beautiful story. Inside his cozy den, Baby Bear was snug and warm in Mum Bear's arms. Outside, the big wide world was cold and white. Oh, it was makariri, cold and all white. Why do you think it was all white? What was making it all white? That's right, all the beautiful snow. Hey, they must live in a faraway land, like Antarctica perhaps. Okay, no matter how hard he tried, Baby Bear could not sleep. He was curious. You see Baby Bear there? He's just having a peek out of his den. He couldn't sleep. Slipping out from Mum Bear's arms, Baby Bear peeked out of the world. It was a big wide world. It looked a little frightening, but he still wanted to explore. You see the Manuda bird is watching him, saying, "What's that little bear up to?" So stepping outside, Baby Bear saw that there were footprints, big footprints, huge footprints. Oh, a little scared, he decided to follow them to see where they might lead. Oh, can you see Baby Bear there? It's a bit brave, isn't it, guys, going out to see where the footprints go? Let's see what happens. The big footprints went on and on and on, winding down a path through the deep, dark woods. Baby Bear looked up at the sky. It was big and dark and beautiful. Then he saw the moon, and he thought that it looked like a big hole in the night sky. See the beautiful moon? Suddenly, Baby Bear began to feel very small and very alone. Still got the little bird there though. Soon Baby Bear came to the ocean. It was so big and so wide that just looking at it made Baby Bear feel even smaller. But Baby Bear sat down and began to wish that he hadn't left his Mum Bear's snug, warm, cozy arms. Wow, look at that beautiful ocean, guys. That's amazing, isn't it? It's so huge. Suddenly, there was a splash, and then a sniffle, and then a small little creature flopped onto the rock beside him. "Who are you?" asked the small creature, looking curiously up at Baby Bear. "Oh, I'm Baby Bear," said Baby Bear. "Who are you?" "I'm Sammy Seal," said Sammy Seal. Oh, guys, he's making a friend. That's Sammy Seal, his new friend. "Are you scared of the big wide world too?" said Baby Bear, realizing that Sammy Seal must find it even more scarier because he was so small. "Not really," said Sammy Seal. "In the ocean, there are creatures that are even smaller than me, and they are not scared. The big wide world has lots of wonderful things to explore, but you just have to be brave." "Oh, I like to be brave," said Baby Bear hopefully. See them there? Having their chat, their kōrero. "Well, why don't you come on a big adventure with me?" said Sammy Seal. "I know lots of exciting things we can do." "Okay," said Baby Bear, feeling brave all of a sudden. So they jumped into the water and they swam over to the iceberg. You see the iceberg, which is some ice? It's like a little ice mountain in the middle of the sea. They're jumping on top of it. From the top of the big iceberg, in the middle of the big blue ocean, Baby Bear and Sammy Seal watched the whales flipping and splashing out of the water and named each of the stars in the sky. Baby Bear began to feel very brave indeed, sitting on top of the big iceberg with his new friend, Sammy Seal. Look at the beautiful orca whales, guys. You see the orca whales jumping up? And there's Baby Bear and Sammy Seal watching all the action in the night sky. Wow. Soon the big sun began to rise over the big blue ocean. The world was filled with light and seemed like a warm and welcoming place once more. But it was time to go home. So Baby Bear and Sammy Seal swam back to the shore. There they are. Can you see the beautiful light? It's like a pink, a Mawhero light, because it's sunrise. The sun's coming up and the night's going down, going back. Baby Bear thanked Sammy Seal for showing him that the big wide world wasn't all that scary as he had first thought, and they agreed to meet up for another big adventure. Look at the beautiful beach that they've landed on, guys. See the beautiful beach? Bet you guys like going to the beach, hey? I love going to the sea. So Baby Bear followed the big footprints all the way home. He crept into Mummy Bear's arms as quietly as he could to Titrio. And he fell suddenly fast asleep. And the knowledge felt really good that the big wide world is actually not that scary if you've got a friend to share it with. Oh, look at him fast asleep with his mum. Can you see that? Oh, and that's him with his friend. Perhaps it was another day that went on another adventure. Wow, I hope you enjoyed that story, guys. And there's a bit of a, something for you to think about. Do you remember when Baby Bear first went out in the story? Look at that. He first went out and he saw that there were big footprints. And he was following the big footprints. What were those big footprints from, do you think? Because they were huge, weren't they? And then when he came back again, he didn't get lost because he knew to follow the big footprints. Who do you think the big footprints belong to? Let's have a look. See, he's come back into the den, snuggled up with his mum. His mum is a huge, big, white polar bear. You see that? Whose big footprints were they, do you think? That's right. They were his mum's footprints. Perhaps she left them there before she had went to sleep during the day. That was clever, a big bear to follow them, on an adventure to the sea and then know where to come back again. Wow. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story, guys. About Baby Bear and his friend Sammy Seal. And they just had to be a bit brave, and that's how you learn, through exploring. And that's how you're just finding out about different things. That's how you learn. Just sometimes got to be a bit brave, because when you try new things, they can be a bit scary because you don't know what's going to happen or what it's going to be like. Just got to make yourself be a bit brave, and then you can do some great learning. Okay, guys. Oh, well, thank you for listening. I hope if it's the middle of your day or just beginning of your day, you have a wonderful day or good rest of your day. And remember, be kind to each other and do good listening to mum and dad and to your teachers. And if it's nighttime, if this is your nighttime story, cuddle up and have sweet dreams, okay, and a good sleep. All right. Thanks for listening. See you another time. Mā te wā. Bye.